Hey Glass Gang, thanks for tuning in. This stream will start soon. Howdy heckin' doody. How's everyone doing? The audio streams... What? Whoa, hang on a sec. Connect encoder to live. What is going on tonight? YouTube Studios being a weirdo. Alright, it looks like we're good to go. But wait. Do you guys not hear the game? Bro. Why would that be? Oh, that's why. What? Alright. I think we're good to go. Oh my god. Oh no. What's going on? This doesn't make any sense. There's like 3,000 echo. What? Wait. I think I fixed it. I think it's fixed, gang. Let me know if it's fixed or not. Let me know. Does it sound okay? Alright. I think it's good. I don't hear the echo anymore. But there was a crazy echo. Anyways. Shout out to ROB Chaos, KingShots89, Not an Alien, The Arenal Uncensored, MadMat82, Ted Turn 7, J Swim. Shout out to the Glass Gang. Thank you so much for being here. J-Fo, Stora, Premier, Big Mark. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for showing up to the stream. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps the stream get out there to viewers who may have missed this stream notification. And it's a easy and free way to support my content. So tonight, what I'm going to do is the same thing that I did last night, where I'm basically just stress testing my Elder's Mark builds here on the channel. I do have a human high health version, a human low health version, and a ghoul version. And I linked the ghoul and high health human in the description below. They all operate about the same. They all get around a 1 minute snake time without coffee, chems at all. So yeah, we're not doing chems, we're not doing coffee, we're not doing any buffs at all. No bobbleheads, no aid mag. Literally just slapping the build together and running in there is how these builds work. And so that's what we're going to do. I will be playing solo, so I'm just going to ask that you guys let me do my thing at the start here. And later on in the stream, I will invite viewers to join me and fight the snake boss with me, like I did last night. But yeah, I need some time to stress test this build. I just put it together today, so it's based on the Bloodied no health, no problem build on my channel that I updated like 4 weeks ago. And, or not update, sorry, it was a brand new build on my channel. But people were having issues with survivability, and I was too out of nowhere. At first it was working great for me, and then out of nowhere I was having issues. I narrowed it down to when I first put the build together, the reflex mod, the 3rd star mod that I had on the build was providing 100% evasion combined with evasive perk cards on the build. And they have since changed that. It no longer gives you that 100% evasion. And so that's why we're just not getting the same level of survivability out of that build. Now, what I've decided to do was switch this out to, what is it? Brotherhood of Steel. So I switched from Civil Engineer on this build to Brotherhood of Steel. And instead of the Reflex mod, I ditched the Reflex mod for Sentinels. So we get 5% damage reduction while standing still, and this is on each piece. And it has improved survivability. I did test it earlier before starting up the stream, and out of 5 runs, I died once. So the survivability, I'm going to say, is fixed. It is definitely better. As a Bloodied, you're going to die sometimes. Like, that's just the nature of the game. You're missing like 80% of your HP. So it comes with the territory. Sometimes I might die. But it's worth it because of the XP we gain. We get a lot of XP. So, let me just double check here what I got. I probably don't have any more lunch boxes. Earlier, I was slamming the raid with the lunch boxes, and I was getting 300k XP. It was awesome. I don't think we'll see that right now on stream because of that. But anyways, so yeah, no coffee, no chems, but I do let myself do Blight soup. If you didn't know, Blight is super easy to get. It grows right outside of the raids, and if you're a carnivore, you can still use Blight soup. You can consume a carnivore mutation and use this, but it also doesn't need it. So the first run I'm gonna do, I'm not even gonna use Blight soup for these first runs here. We'll just add it later on to see if it makes a difference or not. It doesn't really make a huge difference, but it does make a small difference. Company tea, I do recommend. It just helps get AP regen in between reloads. It doesn't give you AP regen while you're using VATS. So there's no, it's not like coffee where coffee just replenishes AP consistently for 25 seconds. Company tea, just when you're not using VATS, when you're not using AP, it regens faster. So that's how that works. So, let's see what else I can tell you about the build. Oh yeah, so I'm still running the quad tonight, but I would like to do some tests with the spray and pray. It's a 2-shot explosive. It actually got some really good times last night on stream with my high health version of this build, so I'm anxious to see. I haven't tried it yet at all with the Bloodied. I'm anxious to see if it's going to be even better with Bloodied. And if there's any questions you guys may have, let me know. We're about to begin here. If there's anything I might have missed. Oh, I'm gonna see if Mini Glass can go get me some lunch boxes, because I'm just all out of gold bouillon, so I can't go get lunch boxes. But we'll cue the boss music and get things going. I also have shielded Vault 76 jumpsuit. This gives me +2 endurance, +5 intelligence, and +3 luck. Now, there's still room for optimization on this build, because I just went and slapped limit breaking on every piece, but you don't need limit breaking on every piece. This build is... let's join a team. Let's see what it looks like on the team. It is set up to be solo on a team, so you can enter the raid solo, do your thing, but you'll want to be on a team because you gain extra bonuses to your stats when you're on a team. Things like strange in numbers. So yeah, let's have a look at the armor set for a second here. So it is unyielding, and I do have limit breaking on each piece, but you don't need to have limit breaking on each piece. The build is set up to have 32 luck right now. It's not enough. I still need to optimize it a little bit if I want to drop 2 limit breaking. I would like to drop 2 limit breaking because it makes it more accessible to people. And it just will allow me to run a couple more mods that might increase the survivability further, like 2 tankies mods on the build, or you could also swap in 2 rangers mods for a little bit more damage. And you can even do rejuvenators, I believe. I think you can put rejuvenators on non-PA. It's been a while since I've messed with it, with rejuvenators, so I'm not sure. But, so there's still room for optimization, is what I'm saying. But this build will be updated in this coming week. So we're Sunday, so expect it within like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday-ish. Once I have it fully optimized and I think it's ready to go and worth putting a build update around it, it'll be good to go. But as far as its survivability, it's pretty much, it's there. It's doing a lot better. So, alright, she definitely can buy some lunch boxes. You guys don't see my other screen here, but I'm buying lunch boxes from Samuel. So I'm gonna leave and come back into the world. Someone mentioned that in my video update for how to level up fast in Fallout 76. Someone mentioned that you can just leave the world and come back in and buy more lunchboxes. I never knew that. That's crazy. That's crazy to find out like this late into my Fallout experience. But yeah, it's something I never realized. I thought that you would just get the lunchboxes the one time and it was a daily reset thing like other stuff you buy with gold. Because typically that's how stuff that you buy with gold is like. So I just figured that's what it is. I never thought to try server hopping. But yeah, you can server hop and buy more lunchboxes. That's amazing. So I'm gonna do that here. I just logged back in on Mini Glass. We're gonna get her to buy some more lunchboxes. Head over to me, pop them, so I can get my lunchbox fix. I see someone joined my world. Oh, a lot of people joined my world. Hang on a second, unless I'm not in my private world. Oh, I'm not in my private world on Mini Glass. I just went, okay, that's why. You don't even need to leave the world. You can just back out of the convo and talk to him again. Are you serious? That's crazy. Well, you learn something new every day. I'll make sure to add that to my video when I update my leveling up video. That's so cool. Glad I finally know that. This whole time I've been buying 3 and just rolling around with 3 popped lunchboxes. All the XP I missed out on. So let's start off with a poll. I like doing polls because it tells me what you guys, where you're at with the game or what you like to see. It helps me understand my audience better. So today's poll, or tonight's poll, is going to be what? I had it on the, oh yeah, okay. Have you ever tried a Bloodied build? I'd like to try Bloodied on the actual weapon, but I don't have any Bloodied mods. So I'm unable to like put it on my gun. So we're still gonna run with quad tonight. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a Bloodied drop, who knows? This is my PC character, so she doesn't have the resources like my Xbox character has. My Xbox character can craft everything and has tons of resources, but I'm trying to get this character built up, so I need to put the time in on this character. Alrighty. Popping 4 is max. That's right. It's like 25% per. Something like that. So yeah, first run on the snake I'll do is no buffs, no blight soup at all, nothing at all, not even overdrive. Just a naked build. Okay, I think that was 4. I forgot to count, but I think that was 4. Noisemaker, confetti mess, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's 4. Alright. Do your thing, Mini Glass. So nice of you. Oh, GFOS, add me as a friend then. I'll add you back. I don't know. Oh, okay, I don't see a friend request. But if I see one, if you want to add me, I'm XMissGlassX on PC. Okay, I thought the game crashed for a sec. We're good. Now, I will say that this build can also improve in other ways. I forgot to mention this, but I just straight up bought the Brotherhood recon armor, and as you can see, I just have standard non-legendary mods. So I don't have like Burtrest or anything like that, or the ones that strengthen your limbs. Stuff like that would help tremendously. And if we look at my stats, I just don't have it yet on this character. But my goal is to play through the main story, because I never did that. I'm level 987. I never finished the main story, so that I can buy the mods from Regs, and then I'll be able to get these stats up on this character. But see, I have 604 damage resist, and that's pretty darn good for non-PA, just right off the bat. My civil engineer with the same build sits at around 400, so it definitely helped switching to Brotherhood just right off the bat. Now, it would be a lot better with the mods. If I had the right mods like Burtrest and like strengthened armor, limbs, stuff like that, you would see that damage resistance number climb. And I believe on the Orange Cowboys build, it is around 900 with those mods. Tonight I'm not playing with anyone right now, so I'm just letting you guys know that. Don't join. I will play with you guys later, but I need to do some solos first to test the build. So don't be coming in here, because I don't want to have to kick you. Appreciate it. GG gang. I received a friend request, but I don't see it. That's strange. Oh, I do have you. You're already added. I think that's you, GFOS. GFOS USA, is that you? I must have added you at some point. Alright, I'll get my loot goblin in here so I can double dip on these rewards. I need them. Putting together build guides is extremely taxing. If you don't believe me, you should see my Gatplaz. It's kind of insane how much it costs to modify it now. I was testing it earlier on this build, and it wasn't working that great for me. But basically, look at how much it costs to swap out the first star on this thing. It's gonna cost me 1,000 script if I want to switch this thing to Bloodied, because it's Furious right now, and I wanted to try it Bloodied earlier, and I realized I don't have Bloodied, and then I realized I don't even have the script. It's gonna cost me 1,000 script, and it's because I can't craft the Gatplaz on this character. I never learned the plan. This character needs work. Basically, when I started playing on PC, I just immediately started playing the raids, and that's all I've been doing. And I haven't touched any other content on this PC character, so it shows. She doesn't have anything else unlocked that's non-raid. That's like non-raid specific. But that's okay. So we're gonna get my loot goblin in here in the raid so I can Double dip on these rewards. Macau, I don't want anyone else in here. I'm just saying. I mentioned it a few times here. You probably missed it, but I'm trying to test solo. That's why. I will play with people later. I just don't want to have to kick you from the world. What the heck is going on? Why can't Mini Glass move? Aw, she got killed. I have 2 Bloodied mods? Oh, cool. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much! I'll be able to test the Bloodied. Very nice of you. I appreciate it. Sorry if I sounded like a Karen earlier. Alright, Mini Glass, can you get in here without dying? The moles outside are just wrecking Mini Glass. Oh my god. Ah, help! Help! I'm getting destroyed. I can't make it to the raid. She's also over encumbered, so it's kind of a... It's not good. Alright, here we go. She's in here. Let's do this. No coffee, no chems, no buffs at all, not even Blight soup. Just running in and doing the things I need doing. I will heal up though. I like to sit at just above 20% HP. The reason for that is because I noticed I don't have to be at 20 HP to get the full 300k XP. And it helps to trigger the stim packs from Born Survivor, because what I noticed is when you're at 20 HP and you're soloing the snake, a lot of times it'll trigger a stim pack usage from the auto stimming perk Born Survivor before you even take any damage, and then you sit in the cooldown while you're taking damage. So this helps ensure that it doesn't proc when you don't need it by sitting just above 20. So I'm at 24 HP. Once I get the strengthened armor limbs though, it's gonna make a massive difference. But I'm comfortable with where the survivability is at on this one. I will do one buff, and it's not anything that's going to improve damage. It's just going to improve my ability to gain XP here. So we're going to do Berry Mentats and a Leader Bobblehead, and that's it. No damage. Nothing at all like that. Just XP. I still have 1 minute on Blight soup. We'll let that expire then, because I don't want to do this run with Blight soup. That must be from when I was testing earlier. Okie doke. Sorry, I had to reposition my mic. We should be good on that timer now. Let's double check. Interesting. Okay, we'll watch it run out then. Good time to take a sip of coffee if you have it. Good time to smash that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. I live stream it and upload weekly Fallout 76 content. You'll also want to check out the Discord link in the description if you want to find a community to play with. We have members on every platform. I'm on every platform. I'm also in the Discord. Wow, that's the longest 1 minute I've seen. Waiting for Blight soup to run out. Because I want no damage modifiers at all on this build right now. I just want to test it naked first. No buffs, no coffee, no chems, no Blight soup, nothing like that. And as I compare it to the next runs, I'll add different buffs to it to see how much it improves it. Okay, I just watched my clock go from 28 to 29 and we're still at 1 minute on this Blight soup. How does that make any sense? Is it just bugged? Is it like a visual bug maybe? Oh, it's gone. Okay. It's gone. I just had to refresh the screen, I guess. Righty. Just gonna make sure that I'm fully reloaded and good to go. We're gonna target plate A at the start of the fight. This is to break the plate, cripple the snake, get 75% more damage for the remainder of the fight. You'll want to focus on one of the eyes after you get the kill, or after you get the cripple. You're gonna notice there's a little HP bar under the VATS hit chance number. That's gonna be basically the health bar for the plate. Once that depletes completely, the snake will cripple. The cripple is definitely slower without Blight soup. Got the cripple. Another thing with sentinels is you're gonna have to make sure that you're standing still when you get the headbutt strike. It's the only way to survive it. Oh no! Alright, so we're past 1 minute. Not really surprised. Blight soup will help that get under a minute. But we're at the minute mark. We're right around it. So pretty good, to be honest. We're pretty good. And we're almost at 300k XP. If I did cranberry relish and brain bombs, we would definitely be at that 300k margin for XP. Which is the whole point of this build. So that's neat. But yeah, survivability is definitely improved right off the bat by switching from reflex to sentinels and from civil engineer to Brotherhood of Steel recon. Like, just night and day difference. Before the next run though, crafted you 100 bloodied mist glass. Maybe your character can learn it. That's amazing! GG! So now we're going to try the next run with Blight soup. I do recommend Blight soup because you get the cripple faster. It just is what it is. It's really important to get that cripple ASAP. So you can start doing that DPS. But we can also try Bloodied this time. Or should I just try? I should just try, yeah. I'm gonna try again with Blight soup first before I try Bloodied. Makes sense. We need to sort out Mini Glass because she can barely walk. She's so overweight. Alright, she's good now. But yeah, so survivability also improved because of Sentinels. Sentinels is doing the Lord's work right now, to be honest. When you stand still for that headbutt with Sentinels, it's just going to be more impactful than the 2 tankies mods. You can definitely combine it with tankies though. Like, I currently have too many limit breaking. I have 32 luck, and when I re-optimize the build, like before I actually do a build guide with this build to update my Bloodied build, I'm gonna dump more points into luck, and this is to bring up that luck threshold to 37 so that I can drop 2 limit breaking mods in favor of tankies or rangers. I'll have to do some testing to figure out what I like best. Most likely tankies, because it synergizes well with Sentinels. They work together. You can stand still and both are working for you. And the tankies brings up our damage resistance, so it's going to help a lot. But overall, survivability is much better. Right off the bat, just with Brotherhood of Steel Recon. If I did have those strengthened limb mods, it would help a lot, and I'll get to work on that this week. I'll be doing some streams in the mornings, so I'll be squeezing in some Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 streams. And that's what I'll be doing. I'll be starting my day streaming Fallout 76, doing my main quest stuff to get through that. Elitist Nukem, GG! Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. That's so sweet of you. Do I have Blight soup? Yes, I do. So now the next thing we're trying is Blight soup. We got just over a minute time. Like a minute 17, I think it was. So now we're gonna try with Blight soup and see how much that impacts it. I should be able to get the cripple sooner. Everything should happen sooner, and I should be able to do more DPS sooner. I'm gonna estimate about a 10-second difference. Oh shoot, did I? Yeah, I forgot to join the team. You can join the World King Shots if you want, and I'll scrap all those Bloodied mods on stream. We'll see if it works. Remember that time you crafted me 100 limit breaking and I scrapped all of them and I didn't learn it, and you had to craft me 100 more? That was crazy. I really hope that doesn't happen. Thank you so much, King Shots. It's a lot of help. Alright, let's scrap these. Should I... Okay, I'm gonna ask the chat. Should I scrap them all in one shot, or should I scrap them one at a time? We're gonna do a poll. So I asked the chat, we're gonna wait, and basically I'm just gonna go do a snake and let you guys figure this out for me, what I should do. Thank you so much, King Shots. Did we lag? Oh, we're good. No coffee, no chems, no health, no problem. I'm wondering if I should do 5 at a time. That'd be interesting too. Because 1 at a time is going to take a long time. I couldn't believe you didn't learn it in the first 100. Of course, Miss Glass, I'll leave until you're done testing. GG. Won't leave until you're done testing. Don't trust Bethesda to give you credit to scrap learn all 100 if you do it in one shot. Isn't it like 1%? Like technically, mathematically, if my math is mathing correctly, if it's doing the things I need doing in my brain, then I think scrapping all 100 should guarantee that learn. But yeah, you're right. It is RNG. It is Bethesda math at the end of the day. We have to kind of put all of our faith into God, Todd, our Lord and Savior. Yeah, Lord Howard. Dang, that drop almost kills me. It hits me harder than the snake. That's insane. I can't wait to get my strength and armor limb mods. I'll be working on that this week. I'll be streaming all week, gang. I'll be streaming every day this week. Just doing basically main quest stuff, so I won't really be doing raids. Just trying to get to regs. We need to unlock regs. Okay, let's get my loot goblin in here, and then we're good to go. Never done a Bloodied build, but happy to learn. So Bloodied is, it's a different breed. It really is, and it's a lot of fun. Personally, I ran Bloodied for 600 levels. Yes, I count everything in levels. My time is measured in levels, and subscriber count sometimes, depending on the metric. But yeah, I mean, 600 levels of just unyielding. One thing I love about doing with Bloodied is combining a raw mutation build. What that means is to pop your mutations hourly. Naturally, you can only do this if you have the resources for it, and this character doesn't. She doesn't have the resources to craft them hourly. My Xbox character did. That's why I ran it like that. It makes a difference because you can drop 3 points out of luck. You can drop Class Freak and have a more optimized VATS build. What this does is it completely eliminates the negative effects of your mutations. It even allows you to double dip mutation effects by popping your herbivore mutation. It'll allow you to get buffs from the carnivore side of the mutation spectrum, which is huge. I mean, even if you have Class Freak on the build, you still have 25% of the negative effects stacking against you. And when you have a bunch of mutations, that's a lot of different negative effects impacting your build. So personally, if you can swing it, a raw mutation build, like popping mutations, let's do that. I'll show you what that looks like. Adrenal Reaction, Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes. I don't have Herbivore, so I can't pop that. Egghead, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, Speed Demon. And when we look at the effects, for a whole hour, I don't have the negative mutation effects. It's the way to go, to be honest with you. But Bloodied is a different breed. I mean, it definitely is a lot of fun. You gain a ton of XP with Unyielding. Like earlier, I was hitting 300 KXP thanks to the cranberry relish and brain bombs. If someone can craft those, or if you have some crafted and want to drop me them, feel free to. I'd love to be able to show that on stream. I just don't have the time to go and farm that right now. But yeah, you can easily hit 300 KXP with just those 2 buffs and 4 lunchboxes with an unyielding build. It's pretty neat. Let's do it. I think she's in here. I think Mini Glass is in here. She looks like she's in here. She's just not loaded in yet. Alright, let's make sure that we have the buffs active that I mentioned. The only buff I added now is Blight Soup. So we still don't have Bobblehead, Magazine, not even Overdrive. I would recommend a minimum of Blight Soup and Overdrive. I recommend that combination with all of my VATS builds. It is the most impactful combination you can do. So Blight Soup, Overdrive, you don't need anything else. They're also very easy to get. You can farm Overdrive from visiting this location in Highway Town. There's like a dude that sells medicine stuff, medical supplies. And he always has some. I've seen up to 4 Overdrive. You can server hop it and keep buying it from him for cheap. And that's a very quick way of doing it. You can also craft Overdrive, but... Alright, let's do it! Broke VATS there for a sec. Got the cripple at the right away. That was nice. One minute 6, exactly like I predicted. Blight Soup improved the time by 10 seconds. Do I know my buffs or do I know my buffs? Let's go! Yeah, this build is good to go. It feels so much better. It's so tankier with Brotherhood of Steel Recon, and Sentinels really did the difference. I will say though, you are living on the edge for this for the extra XP that we're getting. You are living on the edge. It's definitely fun though. It gets the blood going. Another thing too is you gotta pay attention more to the poison pools that open up under your character. That's why when the snake does its like poison attack, you'll see me move. It's counterintuitive to the Sentinels mod, technically, but I move out of that because when it's doing the poison blast, a huge pool of poison opens up under you and it just ends up doing a ton of damage to you. So you have to move away from that. So that's why you see me walk around until I like notice that I'm not taking that kind of damage. Let's go! Bloodied is back. I should probably pop a score booster. Do I have any? There we go. We're almost at level 100, so shouldn't be too long. Alright, gang. What did you pick? Should I do it all at one time? Oh my god. All or nothing, 38%. One at a time, 62%. Let's drink some coffee and scrap some Bloodied mods. Because then I'm going to put Bloodied on the gun. And now we're going to see how much better Bloodied is to quad if you're Bloodied. Should technically increase the damage, so it should make a difference. I also want to try the 2-shot explosive while that's still a thing. This thing set a record last night on my Hight-Health Human build. It got a 46-second time with my Hight-Health Human, which is technically just like what my Ghoul version can achieve with faulty spots and glowing criticals. That's actually insane. 2-shot explosive is just crazy right now. So this is kind of my favorite. It just like, I know it's getting nerfed. I know it's not working like it should. It's doing double the damage, but it's just a fun gun to mess around with. Don't expect it to stay this powerful. GG, Ted. Let's go. Gatplaz plan. Hell yes. Brain bombs. Relish. Let's go. Thank you so much, Ted Turn7. You're so cool. My guy came through with the hookup. I appreciate that Gatplaz plan so much. Let's go. Alright, that's awesome. Funnily enough, I actually know all the Gatplaz mods, but I don't know the Gatplaz plan until now, so that's kind of funny. There we go. Cranberry relish and brain bombs. So we're good to go. Very cool. Thank you. Alright, let's scrap these. Oh my god, I'm so nervous. What if we don't learn Bloodied? Imagine I learned it on the first scrap. What I do when this happens, I donate the rest. So the rest of the mods I'll donate. What the heck? What, do you want the beef? Alright. That means I just give out the rest in my Discord. So you'll want to join the Discord. Last time I gave 10 people 10 limit breaking mods each. Because, like I scrapped 100 of them and then Kingshot donated 100 more because I still hadn't learned limit breaking. I was so disappointed. But then he was nice enough to just offer to come and craft me 100 more. Super awesome of him. What a legend. Why does it say Bloodied A? Look at that. It says Bloodied A. Scrap item Bloodied A. It's got the little chapeau over A. It's like a French A. It's a Frenchy Bloodied A. You want the Bloodied A? Yes, I do. Give me the Bloodied. But yeah, so what I did with the rest of them after I finally learned limit breaking is I did a little giveaway in the Discord and I gave 10 people 10 limit breaking mods. So they were happy about that. Discord link in the description. You sure you haven't learned it already? Let's check Eisenberg Finn. I don't think I have. Oh, I did. I do have it learned. Good thing I checked that. Oh no. It's just hard to keep up, gang. Like, I forget which character has what learned. So, that's really what's happening here. It's my noggin, gang. I need to upgrade the size of the RAM in my head. But RAM prices are through the roof right now, so I can't do that. But yeah, unfortunately, I just forgot to check that. I thought this character didn't know Bloodied. Shoot. My bad, King Shots. I can give them all back, or I can donate them to the Discord. What do you want me to do, King Shot? Canadian mods now? I know, right? I still have 82 left. Thank God I didn't just, like, scrap them all in one shot. Well, they'll be given out in the Discord. That's most likely what'll happen. Okie doke. So, we tried with the Blight soup. Now let's try with the Bloodied mod. Let's put Bloodied without any buffs at all. No coffee, no chems, not even Blight soup, no overdrive. We went from... Oh wait, I do want to try with Blight Soup and Overdrive before we go Bloodied, because that is the sweet spot. Like I mentioned earlier, if you combine Blight Soup and Overdrive, two very easy to get buffs. I mean, Blight just grows right outside the raids. There's 300 locations on trees around the raid entrance that you can just run around and see because they glow. And farm Blight Soup. So let's do the Blight Soup Overdrive this time. Scrap them for your box or donate them, up to you. GG King Shots. Sorry I didn't notice that sooner. Yo, I need 4 stars. You get them by doing the raids. You can also get them now by killing the Bigfoot when he spawns at certain events, like Campfire Tales, events like that. He can spawn from all kinds of events. That's so true, King Shots. Lots of active trade channels. I don't know what your name is. ASDFJKX4J. It sounds like you just smashed the keyboard for that name. But you'll want to check out our Discord and trade with players in our Discord for mods. Alright, so like I said, this time around, I'm gonna try the minimum recommended buffs that I recommend doing with the build. The first snake that I did, 0 buffs at all. Not even Blight Soup, no Overdrive, nothing, no bobbleheads, no magazines. We got a minute 15. By doing Blight Soup, I estimated it would drop the time by 10 seconds, and it did. It brought us from 1 minute 15 to 1 minute 5. And from there, I believe doing Blight Soup and Overdrive should take us right under a minute. And then afterwards, we're going to try the same combination, but with the Bloodied prefix on the weapon instead of quad. So I'm going to get my loot goblin in here so she can double dip for me on the rewards. The Discord link is in the description, unless I forgot to put it. Let me know if it's not there. Sometimes I forget, so. Here you go. I'll just do this here. It's there, it's in the description. Perfect. So I'm just gonna get mini glass inside of my team and inside my instance here. Before we do this next snaky. It's not there? Well, I just posted it in the chat, Rowan Winchester. Do you see it in the chat? It's above Kingshot's message. It's also posted on the channel. Like right when you look at the channel, you'll see it there. That's a permanent thing, so it's like never gonna expire. It's a never expiring link. So you want to try that if the one above isn't working. But it should work because it's brand new. I just made that link just for you, my guy. Right, so we tried no buffs at all, no chems. Just a recap, got a 1 minute 15 time, 0 buffs at all. Then going to Blight Soup, doing a quick easy buff like Blight Soup, only takes Blight and boiled water. And you can find Blight on 300 trees right around outside the raid's entrance. Like there's one 15 feet from the entrance of the raid. And so you can definitely get it very easily. You can also farm Overdrive from Highway Town. So 2 simple buffs, and I believe they are the minimum recommended because for me they're easy to get, they're easy to keep rolling with. I never run out because of how easy they are to get and craft. Blight Soup gives me 125% extra critical attack damage. And now we're going to do Overdrive. This is the minimum recommended. I call this sweet spot. This gives us 30% more critical attack damage and 15% more damage. What the heck? I had like a delay. I was pulling the trigger. Nothing was happening, but we're still doing plenty of damage. As we can tell, I'm getting the cripple anyways. Right away. So we're definitely doing more damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. I like locked onto the wrong thing there, so I definitely botched this run already. That damage is awesome though. Yeah, so I botched it, unfortunately. Locked onto the tail, and then I wasn't able to get a continuous DPS. We hit 300k though, 300k XP. That's what we want. That's what we're here for with the Bloodied build. Bloodied, Unyielding, Cranberry Relish, Brain Bombs, 4 lunch boxes, 300k XP. We're gonna do that again. We're gonna do that again. I won't mess it up this time. Even with messing it up, I was still faster than the last run. So that says something right there. And of course, mini glass is over encumbered again. The raids just drop so many power armor pieces. It's so annoying. Look at that. 7 pieces of power armor. Jesus. Alright. Why do you have the suppressor when it reduces range? Because it doesn't really need it. Like, I prefer having the suppressor mainly because I don't, it doesn't impact the build. I'm right up on the snake anyways. But mainly because it's too loud for me. I hate the sound of this gun firing off in my ear. It's mainly a personal thing. You can totally run compensator if you want, or muzzle brake. But for me, suppressor's always been where it's at. It just keeps the weapon in a comfortable state for me because I play with headphones. Because otherwise, it's just and it's fucking annoying, I gotta say. So, yeah, you can definitely run whatever you want, dude. It's a personal thing. I also have follow through on the build, so that's another reason, because when I play with teammates, I get even more damage by proccing follow through, and you need to have silenced weapons to do that, so that's another reason. It's not just that. But the main reason is because I find this weapon just way too loud without the suppressor. I also have downranger on the build, so when I'm at range, I get 20% more range damage, and I'm basically right up on the snake. You guys see how close I am when I'm fighting the snake? I'm not really affected by that change. Plus, I have VATS hit chance on the weapon, so I have increased VATS accuracy. That's why I'm landing shots a lot sooner, and, well, just... I'm landing a lot more shots. When I tested this build with Rapid and Vital, both came in at about 10 to 15 seconds slower than VATS hit chance, and that's just because it's landing more shots. I wish Don Pedro had a suppressor. You and me both. That thing is loud. Good thing it doesn't have an automatic receiver. Oh my god. Am I right? Plus, I find the Elder's Mark with its really fast fire rate, it's just stupidly annoying. It's a lot more annoying. It's loud and it fires very fast, so it just drills you in the head. And if you're a person like me that plays with headphones because you live with other people, like roommates and stuff, well, it's just a quality of life thing. But also because of follow through, it absolutely is needed for follow through. And I usually run with a full team. I don't always run solo. I rarely run solo. I do solo build guides because I know most of you want to be able to do this without having to have a team. So that's why I do the solo build guides, but I always run with a team. That just makes it easier, and I can proc follow through, do even more damage. Well, that's true, King Shots. It lowers the AP cost. I forgot about that. Which is needed for that sweet 7 AP cost. So that it stays infinite VATS, no problem. Without coffee, without outside help. What did I say we were going to do this time? Oh yeah, Blight, Soup, and Overdrive. The sweet spot. The minimum buffs that I recommend to have the best performance. Anything more than that is kind of a waste. Like, I don't see a difference when I pop bobbleheads and magazines. There isn't a huge difference. What makes it the real difference is Blight, Soup, and Overdrive. Poor mini glass. Every time she spawns in, the mole miners outside the raids respawn and they just mess her up with those rocket launchers. But I'm trying to tank it here. She is a ghoul, so she's pretty tanky. Alright, she's good to go. So here we are, down at the snake boss. I'm gonna do the minimum buffs this time that I talked about. Blight, Super, and Overdrive. And we're getting right to it. Once that little health bar under the 95% depletes, you'll see the cripple on the snake. Then you'll have 75% more damage to ranged targets. Or sorry, to crippled targets. Oh no! I was moving that time when the headbutt thingy happened. First kill! First time it kills me though. That's what, the 4th or 5th run? So yeah, I mean that's pretty good. That's a lot better than the first time I had this build set up with Civil Engineer. I was dying like every other... Oh no! I hate it when it does this. It doesn't reset the instant. Let's try again. Let's try to reset this instance here. Oh, stupid game. What if we die at the same time, mini glass? It's important to stand still though with sentinels, otherwise it doesn't do anything for you. So I was trying to move out of the way of that tail strike. Let's see if that fixed it. It most likely didn't. If not, we'll just go for it. It's whatever. It didn't work. I'll have to try to keep an eye on this. That sucks, yo. That's like right in the middle of the place. Oh no. Alright, let's just go for it. So I'm going to target plate B this time, just because it doesn't really matter what plate you break, and that's the first one that I targeted, so let's do that. Seriously? Landed right on top of me. Oh no, I reloaded when I didn't have to. I had a quick hands proc that time. Messed up my DPS. Okay, we need to reset this instance because I'm not doing good. I don't have enough place. I'm not comfortable. I'm worried about falling off again. Oh, it reset. Perfect. Are you serious? I jumped into the lava. I jumped too close. Oh my god. 3 for 3. I keep messing up. We had 5 perfect runs, so it was bound to happen. I thought being in third person would help me see the ground better, but sometimes what ends up happening is because I jump, right, to avoid the scream attack thing. But then I jump too far ahead and I end up in the lava. So you gotta be careful of that. I'm gonna restart this. Sorry, gang. I have to. Had to fix my freaking Elder's Mark. Whoa, I'm almost out of bullets. Wow, all the problems are happening. When the stars align, they say. There we go. Definitely need bullets. Oh, seriously? Wow. I walked right back into it again. I fell off the platform and again. Jeez, I have bad luck all of a sudden. I'm just bad at looking at for my surroundings. We had 5 perfect runs. And then 5 bad runs. I'm telling you that falling off the platform is the final boss. It's not the snake. The platform is the final boss. Like, actually. No way. What's going on here? Do I need to reset my world? Snake's trying to make me rage quit. It ain't gonna win. It ain't gonna win, gang. I'm not gonna let it happen. Seriously? What the actual F? Snake is pissed at me. He was like, hold my beer. I keep getting launched into the lava. I mean, the tail is definitely something to look out for. Jeez. What? Okay, something's wrong. I probably don't have stim packs anymore. I'm guessing because I shouldn't die to that strike. Remember when I said earlier about having my health above 20 so that I get a stim pack? Oh, it's most likely regular stims. Yeah, that's what it is. These get me killed. I keep forgetting to check that after every fight. You want stim pack supers only because they just don't heal you enough after that headbutt strike. Alright, finally, 49 seconds. That's what I figured, it would be under a minute. With Blight Soup and Overdrive. Took forever to get it, my bad gang. I mean, shoot, I just had problem after problem from falling off the platform, jumping off the platform, getting yeeted off the platform, and what else happened? Oh yeah, having stim packs will get you killed. You want stim pack supers. Looks like my lunch boxes ran out though. So we need to do that. Shoot, I need some W's in the chat, some GG's at least. I worked for that one. Alright. Let's get back to it. So yeah, doing Blight Soup and Overdrive together is the most impactful combination. It's always under a minute. Now we're gonna try with Bloodied. We're gonna do the Bloodied mod. You guys are annoying. Like, when you kill them, they should just be dead. They shouldn't come back. Sort of like how you clear out an outpost in another video game or something like I don't know if you guys have ever played Far Cry. Yeah, so I'm sorry about that, gang. I had a string of bad luck there, or just maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. I think that's it. Being in first person is kind of difficult to pay attention to where the tail is, but it's very important to pay attention to where that tail is because it opens up the ground around you and then you end up walking into it. And that happened like at least 5 times. So I'm sorry about that. And then at least 2 times were from the headbutt killing me, and because I just had regular stimpaks on me. It's really important to check that with this build. Yeah, see, these will get you killed. And that's why I keep my health just above 20% at 25%. This way, Born Survivor does its thing, because what ends up happening when you're at 20%, sometimes it'll use a stimpak when you don't need it. And then you sit through the cooldown, that 20-second cooldown when you need it. And then the headbutt will happen, and you don't have a stimpak stimming you at that point. Alright, I'm going to take a little break here just to get more lunch boxes. I'll go see if I have enough gold for that, though. If I don't, Mini Glass does. I did jinx myself, GFOs. Oh yeah, I also need to put Bloodied on the weapon, because we're going to try Bloodied this time on the weapon. Have you ever tried the strength perk card Scatter Shot that does 20% of your damage to all targets and limbs on the snake battle? Yes, Trippy Gunman. Have you ever watched one of my build guides? All of my Elder's Mark build guides have Scatter Shot. Oh yeah, look at that. He does have more lunch boxes. That's so neat. Shout out to whoever gave that tip in the chat. I think it was not an alien. GG. I thought you had to leave the world and come back to get more lunch boxes. Neat. Thank you so much, Mini Glass. You're a real one. GG. You're all good, Tippy Gunman. What's nice about that card is typically I get multiple cripples on the snake, but for whatever reason it's not happening tonight. I think maybe it's just the world I'm in. I'm in private world and it's more finicky in private. But last night when I was live streaming, Scatter shot was working just fine. I was getting multiple cripples on the snake. It's just not happening tonight. It could also just be visually bugged. Sometimes you get the cripple, but you don't get the visual cripple. So I think that's what's going on. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I live stream and upload weekly Fallout 76 content. Character build guides around the metas, depending on your playstyle. I have the infinite VATS build, but it's taking me twice as long to cripple the snake. I have scatter shot and easy target on 2. You gotta make sure that you have all the right cards on the build. It's really, really important, especially under agility and perception. It's really important to have high enough perception. So like number cruncher, downranger, tormentor, tank killer, concentrated fire, gunslinger expert. Guerrilla expert doesn't actually do anything for us. Oh, wait, no, I'm wrong about that. This one is the one that adds +3 max stacks. We do need that one. There's another one though that's for close range damage. I don't know which one it is. Oh, this one, Guerrilla. I don't use this one because the snake is out of range for this card. Guerrilla Master, Enforcer. So you most likely don't have enough crippling on the build, okay? This is a big one right here. Your small guns gain 15% stagger chance and 75% limb damage. Super important. If you're struggling to get the cripple on the snake, this is most likely why. Although it shows a shotgun, it does mean all small guns, so very important. Alright, let's get another snaky going here. That is what I'm missing. Yep. It happens. It's okay. Now you know. I'm pretty sure that'll make all the difference for you, my guy. Having Enforcer is a night and day thing out of the snake. So now we only have 50 rounds in the mag. I don't like that, so we're gonna swap the magazine. I forgot about that. That drops the magazine capacity tremendously. But we have Bloodied on there. Perfect. We're gonna do, I think, large quick eject drum to start with. I just hate having that. Large drum has a 25 more rounds, but a very slow reload speed. I actually hate it. So we're gonna do quick eject, giving us 75 rounds. We're gonna try that. Wait, I need to go get some overdrive though, because we're starting to run out. I'm gonna refresh my brain bombs and cranberry relish that my guy Ted Turn 7 dropped for me. Thank you so much. And we're gonna buy some overdrive. See, it's that easy. You come here, he literally always has it. Sometimes he has 4. So if you're wondering what to do with caps, that's what you gotta do. I wanted to see if I had a bounty, but I don't. And then the Blight soup just grows outside around the raids. Super easy to get. I will say though, the Bloodied build is definitely on the more challenging side. It's not as laid back as my Ghoul version of this build or my Hight-Health version. But naturally, it comes with the territory, right? You're missing 80% of your health. But the reason we're doing that is to get that 300k XP. With Unyielding. Alright, we're entering the raid. Do you guys think I'm gonna hit 1,000 on stream? I'm at 993. This is exciting. I might hit 1,000 on stream. Do I have a leader bauble? Be nice to have a leader bauble. So we're gonna do a Bloodied run with the Bloodied mod on the weapon now. We got, what was the time to beat? It was a sub-minute time, I can't remember. I think it was around 54 seconds with quad. Alright, Luke Goblin, get on the team. So I can have extra rewards for my time. This is why it's OP to have 2 accounts, gang. On the same platform. I don't have to pay anything extra, which is nice. I just share Xbox Live to my other account. Basically how it works is I'm playing on Steam with my main character, but my swap character is playing on Xbox. So she shares the Xbox Essential Game Pass from my Xbox character, but she's on PC. It's pretty interesting. It's kind of neat. Righty. Do we have anything that can bring up XP? Science 8, Science 9. No, I don't have anything. No bobblehead, no problem. We got the Bloodied this time though. So we're gonna do Blight Soup and Overdrive, the usual. What's my Blight Soup at? It's probably still good. Still good for 2 minutes? Okay, we'll refresh it then. Oh yeah, I gotta make sure I don't have regular stims. Those will get you killed. You guys have probably noticed when I was dying earlier. And then dropping them. Doesn't look like I have any on me. That's surprising. Alright, we're good to go. I thought it would be faster to cripple. That was not fast. That Bloodied mod, is it even doing anything? Quad got to cripple much sooner than that. It's doing a lot of reloading. That's gonna hurt DPS. Great. It opened up the ground literally right in front of the snake where I usually stand. Not good. We're already at a minute, so no, this is slower. Quad is faster because it's death by volley of bullets. Wait, what? How did I die? Oh, it's the glitch. You guys saw that? There was nothing there to kill me. It didn't do anything. Oh, that sucks. Sometimes when you kill the snake, it just team wipes everyone in the instance, and that's what happened there. No, you're totally right. You're totally right. It's not much more damage. It's actually not even noticeable. We're gonna switch this out to, is Bloodied even doing anything? What the heck? It's supposed to be 100% more damage. Cause I'm not, like... To get that 130 damage bonus, you have to have, like, no health. Which, obviously, isn't gonna be optimal down here solo. So I have to give myself some health. Let's go to large drum, because we're reloading way too much. That was so funny. Like, I get the kill and then boom. I die, not the snake. Bloody does seem busted. I don't think it's working right. I don't think it's giving us that damage that it should be, because it should definitely be way more impactful. Look how slow it is at crippling the snake. Quad was crippling it faster somehow. Look at that. Still not crippled. Super slow reloads aren't helping. Is it gonna attack before I get to cripple? Oh my god, that was so close. Nah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't good, gang. Bloodied ain't the way, unfortunately. Quad is still the GOAT. Gotta try to keep an eye on that tail, because it's gonna mess me up. Come on! Stupid reload! Don't team wipe. Don't team wipe. Okay, 1:07. Alright, well, yeah, it's definitely slower. It's slower than quad, because quad, you just end up doing so much DPS because you don't have to reload. And there's that sweet 300,000 XP again. Beautiful. And Mini Glass got 150k. Nice! Yeah, we're gonna go back to quad. Ruined my weapon. Putting Bloodied. The next one I'm gonna try is 2-shot. 2-shot really is outperforming right now. Better than it should, basically, because it's kind of like bugged and doing more damage than it should. So don't like rely on this. It'll definitely get patched, but it's just for fun. It's just for testing and to see how busted it is, really. The reload is too slow on this thing now. How are you getting 300k XP? Is your intelligence really high? It's because of unyielding armor. Unyielding gives you +3 to all your stats except endurance when you're at low health. Also, I'm using brain bombs and cranberry relish. I'm also, those are like herbivore buffs that increase your XP gains. Like mathematically, it's like I think it's like a 25% XP buff and like +8 intelligence. And then stacking 4 lunch boxes. 300k is the ceiling at the snake, so. What is my intelligence? I don't even know. It's 38, so it's not that high. You don't need, like, you'll see some people say, I have 70 intelligence, blah, blah, blah. It caps out at 300k. You're gonna hit that without needing 70 intelligence. Because it's like a bell curve, basically. You get diminishing returns the more you invest in these stats. Jason, J. Kennedy, you'll want to join the Discord link that I'm about to pop in the chat. We have members on every platform. There's over 2,000 members in the Discord that are very active. You'll find players to play with, I guarantee it. They're a friendly bunch in the Discord. So that's what you want to do. You want to check out the Discord link in the description. Actually, it might not be there. I might have forgotten to put it there tonight. I usually do, but tonight I think I forgot. So I posted it in the chat. Alright. So now I need to modify this weapon back to a performer, a sub-minute performer. How we're going to do that is by swapping this out for quad one more time. Hopefully it doesn't cost me like 2,000 script. Oh no, I don't have enough. I don't have enough script. No! Oh, I ruined my weapon. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Alright, well, that means we're just gonna play with this, the two-shot. Because this thing is still a banger. I named it after the spray and pray from Fallout 4. If you've played Fallout 4, the spray and pray's a Tommy gun with bullets explode, and it will absolutely carry you. And it's a fun weapon. It's a fan favorite for most Fallout 4 fans, and yeah, so I made this one in kind of memory of that. But we need to swap some stuff on it, because I hate the reload on this thing. The large mag is not for me. It just isn't. Large quick eject is just fine. So while Mini Glass gets back in the world, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go try and script out of Script Machine, because I need to get my script up. I can't just keep scrapping everything. I want to put quad back on my weapon. Whoa, I have 35 lunch boxes? What? That's crazy. I did not know that. Whoa. Okay, that's neat. Okay, we definitely don't need these stim packs. They'll get me killed. What else do I got I can scrap? I need to scrap some of this stuff like this thing. My Furious Gadplaz needs to go. It needs to die. Why? Well, mainly because... Where is it? Oh, I have it on me. Mainly because it costs... I've modded it too many times, and now every time, if you don't know, every time you change like legendary mods, it costs more and more and more. So right now, if I want to put like Bloodied on this thing, for example, it's gonna cost me 1,000 script. That's insane. That's such a bad system, because you'll end up not realizing this, and you're modifying your stuff, your full armor set, and run right through all your script. I hate that change. That's probably one of the worst changes they ever made. Because now I need to make an entire new Gadplaz if I want to. Yeah, I definitely need to scrap it too, because I don't want to end up not realizing that this thing has a high script cost and thinking, oh, I'll just change Bloodied on this one and run it, and boom, 1,000 script gone. See you later, Gadplaz. It's been fun, it's been real. I'll craft you again, but some other time. What other junk do I have that I can scrap? This holy fire, this overkill. What else do we got? What else? Yeah, we don't need this Bloodied Gap Plas. Don't need this. Don't need this. I actually do need this. I want to put together a Nuka Girl build with this thing. I want to try to make it single phasey in 06. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Alright, that should be good. Let's go scrap this stuff. That'll help. True Shot. We'll nerf it in PTS. Yes, I know, TMX Games. Saw that on the PTS. That's why I said earlier that you don't want to rely on it. We're just going to use it to have fun with it tonight. We know it's bugged. I think everyone knows it's bugged at this point. That's why I recommend just running quad. Quad is going to be your all-rounder. You don't have to reload near as much. Plus, it can actually reach the full 20 stack value for your Bullet Storm. Two Shot, Furious, Bloodied, they can't. They top out at 10 stacks without something like Quick Hands or Wild West Hands. So, like, if you have this perk card on your build and you're running Furious or Two Shot can stack fast, but it still tops out at 10 stacks without Quick Hands. But basically this card becomes redundant, and that's why you would want to run quad, because with quad you'll be able to hit that 20 stack of Bullet Storm, and it's very noticeable. That 180% more damage is awesome. What if you could have quad and bloodied? Sounds OP, but from what we saw here, is bloodied even doing anything? It's not even able to cripple faster than quad. Think about that for a second. Quad doesn't increase damage at all. How is quad able to cripple faster? It doesn't make any sense. I'm definitely crippling faster with quad, which is strange. It leads me to believe that bloodied isn't doing anything. It's definitely not adding 100% more damage like it's saying it's doing. Because what I was expecting from those runs with Bloodied was I was expecting the cripple to happen sooner and then the overall time on the snake to be lower because of having to reload more often. When you're reloading, you're not doing damage. But it's not even able to cripple it faster, and quad isn't a damage modifier. It doesn't make any sense. If anything, it sounds like it's bugged and doing less damage than even base damage. So that's really strange. Anyways, I would stay away from Bloodied, even if you're Bloodied. Like, you run Bloodied, run your character Bloodied, but run quad. Don't run the Bloodied prefix. It's just not doing anything for you by the looks of it. It's really strange, right? I didn't realize it costs more and more to swap mods on gear. That's stupid. It is stupid. Oh my god, yeah, I know. The other day I was swapping mods around. That's why I go to custom world now. I don't have a choice because I can't craft to my free will, you know what I mean? To like test these builds properly without going to custom world anymore, because in custom world you can turn on free crafting, and I just leave all the other settings the same as, you know, adventure mode, so that none of the damage or the physical weaknesses of the bosses are changed at all. That's all the same. The only thing I change is I put on free workbench crafting. This way I can just craft and test stuff and not have to worry about that, because it is a huge bummer when you run into that and you don't realize it. You're putting together, you're like changing a bunch of mods on your armor set that you've had forever, and it's the same armor set, and you keep changing stuff over and over, and then boom, you notice you're fresh out of script and you had like 3,000 script. What happened? That's what happened. Super annoying. We're gonna get to it here in a second, gang. Bloodied used to be amazing. You're right. It used to be so good. It used to be the king. It used to be the DPS meta. Everyone was running Bloodied. Like 2 years ago, everyone was Bloodied. Everyone that was serious about this game was Bloodied. Now you see more ghouls. You see more ghouls than you see Bloodied. It's more common to see a ghoul than to see a Bloodied. Honestly, what really hurt Bloodied was when they changed the way Born Survivor works. I can't remember how it used to work off the top of my head anymore, but it used to work a lot better than this. Oh yeah, I think it just didn't have a cooldown. So it would automatically use a stim pack when your health dropped below 20%. It's something like that. When they changed Born Survivor, it dramatically changed the survivability of Bloodied, and then a lot of people were like, nah, I'm alright, I ain't doing this. But to be honest with you, you just run stim pack supers instead. Like, make sure you don't have regular stims. Even if you have it set in your settings, your game settings, to use the strongest first, that only applies to manual stimming, meaning pressing right on the D-pad. It does not apply to auto stimming perks, which means your auto stimming perks like Born Survivor will still auto default to using regular stims first. So that's another thing that the game doesn't tell you. That's why you see me drop my stims, my regular stims, and only keep stim pack supers, because these don't have that slow HP regen. There's an initial burst of health, so it's a lot better for Bloodied. Okay, we're good to go. So we got the 2-shot now. Be interesting to see how this thing works with a Bloodied build. It might depend on the platform, Finn. I wouldn't do the Bloodied prefix. Like, you can still run Bloodied. It's worth doing because you'll get unyielding. You can run it unyielding. You can reach that 300,000 XP at the snake. But the Bloodied prefix on your weapon, it ain't doing anything here. Tonight, it hasn't done anything for the build. It didn't improve times, and it's doing 100% more damage. I don't see it. Plus, it's crippling slower. It's noticeably slower because the snake sometimes almost attacks me. Versus with quad, it doesn't have time to attack me. It doesn't even get close to attacking me. But the Bloodied prefix, I don't know, it might be bugged. It's definitely not doing anything right now. Okay, we're gonna do the minimum buffs like we've been doing all night. Blight, Super, and Overdrive. I did show at the start of the stream, you don't even need to do them. Still get 1 minute times. But this drops it to a sub-minute time. And it's really easy buffs to get. So now we're using the 2-shot explosive legendary mods. And look at that cripple. It's happening so much faster. It's crippled before it even screams. Insane. Clearly doing more damage than Bloodied and Quad. I know that's just because it's bugged right now. So don't expect it to last long. In fact, I believe it's already patched on PTS. PTS is out right now. So if you have a copy of Fallout 76 on Steam, you can try it out for yourself. Play the PTS. 48 seconds with the 2-shot. Dang. Yeah, it's a lot faster. 300k XP though. That's what we're here for. Neat. And Mini Glass got a 2-shot mod. That's awesome. I dare say Rapid would be even faster, but I don't have the script to switch it out to Rapid right now, so I just put the bullets explode on there for fun. And for area damage at events to gain more XP. Because you can tag more enemies with bullets explode a lot better at events. So it's worth doing. Okay, now I'm willing to let viewers join my world and join my team if you want to help me punish Snaky Boy. I think I've done enough demonstrations here with all the different mods and setups. So, I mean, clearly the build is working a lot better. Just gotta remember to keep an eye on where that tail comes up so you don't end up falling off the platform like I did 5 times in a row. And also make sure that you don't have regular stim packs on the build. You want to make sure you only have stim pack supers. This way, as soon as you get hit by that head strike, you'll get stimmed with the stim pack super. Also, another pro tip is to stay around 25% health. You don't need to be at 20% HP to get the 300k XP bonus. And what that does is if you're at 20% XP, or 20% HP, what ends up happening is Born Survivor will proc when you don't need it. It'll just proc randomly, and that uses a stim pack, and then you sit in the cooldown when you actually need it to proc. So by staying just above 20, it activates when I get hit. When I get headbutted, it activates, and it stims me. So TSC will be missed. I totally agree. So it is what it is, gang. They take it from us, but that's why I always do my build guides around mods or methods that aren't clearly going to be patched. Like, it's helped not have to keep like redoing a ton of build guides. A lot of my builds end up surviving from season to season because none of them are hinged on exploit tactics or mods that are broken and doing too much damage. There's nothing wrong with playing with that and enjoying it while it's around, but you gotta be ready for them to take it away because they do, and you gotta be ready for that. You gotta have a backup. Quad has always been my backup. I mean, for me, it's the bee's knees. Nothing beats it. Death by volley of bullets. You just spray and spray and spray, and you bring up your DPS by just constantly and consistently firing. Let's craft some Blight soup here before the next one. It gives people time to join the world. If you guys want, you can join my world and help me fight the snake. I don't really need the help, but it's just to play with you guys and get everyone a chance to earn some of these 4 stars. So that's right. For the next hour, I will be playing with viewers. So if you're watching and you want to join my world and you're on my friends list, and if you're not on my friends list, then add me. I'm xmissglassx and you can join. I don't play favorites. Just join. Whoever joins can join us. Howdy doody. What platform? I'm on PC. I almost said PlayStation and then I almost said Xbox, but finally I remembered I'm on PC. I think I'm gonna hit 1K right after this snake. This next snake, I think I'll hit 1,000. What do you guys think? Do you have any leader bobbleheads? Mini glass? Go check mini glass. Oh, she don't. Okay. Korean rice box added. Elite soldier nukem added. So how this works, gang, is Mini Glass starts the team, everyone joins, then she leaves. Gotcha? So if there's no room, but you see Mini Glass on the team, then just wait until she leaves. Right? King shot so close to that 1K. Whoa. I almost got crushed by my desk. Explore the deepest caverns. But yeah, 49-second time on this is pretty awesome. It's too bad they're taking it away. I really feel like 2-shot should be 100% like for the second round, because then that would make sense. You know, a second shot, 2-shot, getting full value for it. Why would a second bullet do less damage? For me personally, I feel like that nerf to it just doesn't make sense. Wait, what? What do you mean? What? Heisenberg Finn, what? What do you mean? We got veterans joined the team. Awesome. No, the nearly crushed by her desk. Yeah, it's because my desk goes up and down. It's a sit to stand desk, mainly because of my back. I have a bad back. I broke it in 11 places when I was a kid, so like I really have a bad back. It's a miracle I can walk. And basically, it was coming down. I made it come down and I had my legs crossed under the desk and it just started like pressing hard on my legs. And it has a feature where it's supposed to stop if it feels resistance, and it just doesn't. It crushed something in here the other day. It even ripped a cord out of my PC. I mean, this thing is gonna kill someone. Alright, we ready, gang? I think we're ready. If more damage doesn't equate to more limb damage, then why does 2-shot cripple it faster? I appreciate you testing, but I do my own testing as well. And it just doesn't make sense. It's definitely not applying damage like it should. Well, looky here. What did we get? Because it's also crippling slower than quad. How does that make sense? Quad's not even a damage buff. And 2-shot is, and it's crippling faster. Because you're hitting twice as many times with the shot, that does make sense. But then why is quad? Why is quad crippling faster? Anyways, it's not worth using. Did I hit 1,000? No, we're at 999. Oh my. I was so close. I thought for sure I was gonna hit it that run. It's a whatever. Check for normal stims. Oh, a good call. Definitely don't want that. GG. Mini stir pain. We still have 2 spots open on the team. We had a full team earlier, so I'm surprised we lost half our team already. Unless they just need more time. They probably need more time to script or something. We'll wait. You know what? We're doing so much damage here as a team, I don't need to waste my overdrive. I'll just use Psycho. I have a bunch of it. Actually, instead, I'm gonna use Berry Mentats. Yeah, there we go. Increased intelligence. Yeah, it looks like we lost our team. Half our team is gone. Oh, they're outside. You guys have to join the new team, gang. Korean rice box. Oh, no, it's not 1 and done per run. You guys are totally welcome to farm it. Totally, come on. Come on, gang. Crashed? Oh no. Alright, well we'll do this one and then by the time you come back we'll be done. We'll start it again. Why did that break my VATS? I'm having some lag problems here. That was weird. Yeah, I could see Executioner's doing well, especially because it'll apply the buff. Like after your target's health drops, I think below 50%, I think it is. And then by that point, you already have taking one for the team active. And I'm sure it works great, but yeah, the reloads. That's what's nice about the quad. Just don't have to reload nearly as much. You're totally fine, King Shots. GG. For me, it's 2:20 a.m. Good night, all. Done. Well done hitting 1K. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm at 1K. Yeah, let's go. GG, gang. PC character is finally no longer a baby. $1K. Okay, I need to go script here. Oh, wait. I think the script machine is out of script. Yeah, it is. Alright. I'll just scrap this armor then. Bango, bango. Another 2-shot mod from Mini Glass. Wow. Be nice to get a quad drop. I can put quad back on my Bloodied Elder's mark. Let's see, maybe I can craft it now. Oh no, I can't craft it. Wow. I haven't learned it. Shoot. Oh, someone dropped quad. Nice. Thank you. GG, whoever dropped that. Thank you so much. I needed that. Let's see if I can put it on my gun now. Oh my god. It's gonna cost 385 script. Okay, I need to stop modding this thing. Now, because I changed it, see how it went from 385 to 450? Now, the next time I want to change a mod on it, it's gonna cost 450 script, so... let me rename this thing to Do Not Mod. Oh, hell yes! Thank you so much! Some XP buffs. Love it. GG. Where are my buffs at anyways? We still good on brain bombs and cranberry relish? Student leader bobblehead and live and love 8. Nice. Thank you so much. 45 seconds. Nice work. I think I'm gonna hit rank 100 finally on this next one. Well, what happened to the game? My game crashed on mini glass. What the heck? Crashed out completely and I can't even get back in. Well, that's weird. Oh, okay, it's working. I kinda wanna change my outfit though. Go back to my OG outfit. There we go. Oh wait, I need my backpack. What's this? Cranberries, thank you. These give you XP as well. 2% bonus XP for 30 minutes. I am loving this Bloodied build though. This is a great build. Save those cranberries. You're already maxed up. You're right. You're totally right. Don't forget to smash like, gang. Hit subscribe if you're new and turn on bell notifications. I live stream and upload weekly Fallout 76 content and character build guides, depending on what playstyle you play. I like to explore the metas of different playstyles. I mainly do ranged builds. There's only one melee build on the channel, but it'll come. There'll be more gang. I'm just not a big fan of melee personally because ranged is so much better in my opinion. What are you gonna do with melee at the snake? What are you gonna do with melee at the Eno 6 boss? Also stuff like world events like Rad Rumble and Moonshine Jamboree, where you have multiple targets spawning, you're gonna get overwhelmed quick and you end up having to, like, you know, just take the L. But everyone that has a ranged build is gonna mow everything down with Gun Fu in VATS while you're trying to kiss your target. I mean, the only way you're gonna do damage is if you're like right up on your target, so it's kind of like a one at a time type of thing, you know. That's why I'm not a fan of ranged in sorry, I'm not a fan of melee in this game. I just find it's definitely outpaced by ranged builds. Especially for bossing. But it looks like it's time to take some company tea. Because my AP is regenning slow. Oh, you're running the tankies mod. Nice. Oh, something expired. Probably my cranberry relish. Not hitting 300k right now. You get crashed again, Korean Rice Box? I was wondering where you were. Neat. I believe I hit rank 100. Finally. Yep. Rank 100. Super neat. Love it. Love to see it. Double XP weekend for the win. Let's see what expired though. I'm gonna say the cranberry relish. Yeah, it did. This cranberry relish. Boom. I'll do my last brain bombs too. Whatever. Oh yeah, we gotta drop the regular stims too. Gotta make sure I don't have those on me. Still can't tank with tankies. You'll have to swap like the build over to sentinels. That's what I'm doing with the build. So if you're running the first version of my Bloodied build, the reason that one is struggling so hard is because I found out that they actually nerfed the reflex mod. That one's built around the reflex mod. And the reflex mod used to stack up to 100% evasion when I first put that build together, but it doesn't anymore. So how I'm able to tank, like you guys saw me tank on stream all night, except for those times where I had like stim packs and not supers on me, is mainly because I'm using Sentinels and Brotherhood of Steel recon armor. So I was able to get my damage resistance up by 200 points right off the bat without any non-legendary mods like Burtrust or Strengthened Limb, which will massively improve the survivability again once I get those mods. But the Sentinels mod is really important to stand still. If you want to keep your tankies set up, keep it, but swap out Reflex for Sentinels. It'll synergize with the tankies because it's basically the same effect in the sense that it works while you're standing still. Same thing with tankies. I saw a massive improvement in survivability on the build. The only time I tend to die is if I'm not paying enough attention to the tail and where it came down. I end up walking off the platform. Or if I have regular stim packs on me, because they just don't heal you fast enough. And like I mentioned earlier, even if you have your game settings set to prioritize strongest first, that's only applied to manual stimming, like stimming yourself by pressing the D-pad. It does not apply to auto-stimming perks on the build like Born Survivor. So for that to work, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have Born Survivor equipped and you only have Stimpack Supers on your inventory. That forces it to use a Stimpack Super. Oh, you're totally good. You're totally good, elitist. Whoa! See, I broke VATS there. I think I was just too close to someone else. Because I still had plenty of AP. But that happens sometimes when someone's right behind you and it breaks your VATS. Or if they cross in front of you. Like if your shoulders touch, it breaks VATS. It works, yeah. Definitely. Nice. I'm glad it works for you, Korean Rice Box. It'll definitely help you solo and improve the survivability of the Bloody build. Yeah, Sentinels and the Enforcer perk, kind of mandatory now. I mean, you don't need the Sentinels perk if you're going to be Hight-Health Human or Ghoul. You're just tanky enough. But Sentinels makes a pretty big difference for Bloodied. And that's how I used to run Bloodied. Before we had 4-star mods, I was just running Unyielding, +2 agility, and Sentinel. For that sweet max AP. Long gone are those days. Now this build is actually using Unyielding, Elementalist, Sentinel's limit breaking. I'm gonna end up messing around with it some more before I upload the new build guide around it, because I'd like to squeeze in a couple of tankies mods. So I'm gonna have to drop 2 limit breaking and fix my luck ratio to crit every other shot with 3 limit breaking. And then upload the build guide around that, because it'll be a lot closer to what the original build guide was, and this way no one that's running that build has to chase down limit breaking mods. It also improved its tankiness, having the tankies mods plus Sentinels. Where's the snake? Oh, it wasn't spawning in. Oh no! Korean rice box got smashed by the tail and went down with the ship. It happens. Yeah, you gotta remember to stand still. You gotta stand still with tankies and sentinels or it don't work. It's okay, you'll get used to it. You're totally welcome, Korean Rice Box. Thank you for watching. But yeah, Bloodied was my favorite way to play for a long time. We used to be able to run Bloodied non-PA at ENO 6 too. But back then, it was because you could, and I mean solo. Back then, you were able to target the shield in VATS from the front of ENO 6 solo. So it was basically just a matter of doing enough DPS to stay alive through all that damage with only 20 HP. And that was the job of the Gatplas with conductors, returning HP on crit. So we set it up to have a crit every other shot. But now we just need to rely on Bullet Storm, or sorry, Bullet Shield. Too many bullet perks. But anyways, Bullet Shield. And we have to be in Power Armor for that to work properly because you get 200% more damage just being in Power Armor from the reflective damage. So it's too bad that they killed off that playstyle with that change, that you can't target the shield and VATS from the front of ENO 6 anymore. I'm gonna make sure I don't have stims. I just have supers. Oh shoot, we started too fast. My bad, Elitist. I thought everyone was in. To be fair, the raid wasn't really designed to be solo. Well, you say that, but let me show you something. Watch this. Like, you're not totally wrong. The stages aren't exactly made to be soloable. But if you join a team and you come here, look what options you have. Enter solo. That's right. I didn't put that there. The devs did. So, and they've said in the patch notes, like a little while ago now, but they said at one point that when they redistributed the raid rewards through most of the raid instead of being all available from the raid stage 1, they said in those patch notes that they never intended for us to have access to all of the raid rewards from stage 1, but that they still want us to be able to solo and repeat stage 1 for XP and for some rewards, but they wanted to encourage players to do the full raids and not just solo that first instance. So LOL, but yeah, they said in the patch notes that they wanted you to be able to repeat stage 1 and still farm EN06 for the XP. So I mean, that's from Bethesda themselves in a patch note that I read on live stream. So if you want, you can do a deep dive and to get caught up. Did you crash again, Elitis? This will be the last one, gang. Last call. And that's it. Awesome. Great work, gang. Finally maxed out the chore board. Hit level 1000. It was a great weekend. We'll have to do this again next double XP weekend. I'm trying to have my setup fixed so that I can stream on all platforms again. My capture cards are messed up right now and they are not working good. Something's going on. So I gotta figure that out this week. I do plan on tearing apart my setup and figuring out what is going on with my capture cards, because what's happening is the sound is falling behind. It's like getting a delayed sound throughout like the stream, and then I have to restart my capture cards and it's just annoying. So yeah, anyways, that's that. I'm Miss Glass. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. GG. I left the Glass Gang link in the description if you want to find a community to play with. I also left our Discord link, and there's no obligation to join the Glass Gang to join our Discord. Thank you so much for watching.